Hey everyone, welcome and thank you so much for being here with me today on this channel, Blossoming Souls. This channel is dedicated to you and to your growth, your spiritual growth. And it is my honor, my joy, always to be here with you. I always look forward to Sundays and any day in between where I feel led to deliver a message. It is my life purpose to share with you the messages from Spirit, to learn, not only to deliver the messages, but to receive them along with you. Our souls are infinite. We are always growing, always learning. And it is interesting looking back to what we've learned and can apply to our path going forward. And I always say this, and I always feel very much like this journey really is, it's all about the journey and the experiences, the learning, the growth. And it feels so very much like it's like a huge book, right? A huge chapter book. And every phase of our journey, there's something new. And sometimes we don't know what's around the corner. Sometimes we're so anxious to find out. But let me tell you, it feels so close. Something feels very close. And I just wanted to talk to you today. I feel Spirit leading me to talk to you today. There is an energy of love, and I do want to say that it feels... I keep hearing the word romance. I keep hearing the romance. I'm sorry. I keep hearing the word romance. I keep seeing and feeling everything to do with love, okay? So for some of you, the romance is with yourself. It is with your spiritual growth. It is with you finally coming into that great love that... that your divine creator wants you to feel for yourself. But for some of you, this is romantic. And as you know, I don't do specific readings. Like, I don't do romance readings specifically. Some channels do just romance. Some do career. Some do money. Love all of them. But today's message has something to do with love. So let's get into it. Let's do a quick thanks to the divine creator, to Spirit. Thank yourself for being here with me today, and take a few deep breaths to clear the energy. Oh, excuse me, by yawning here. To clear the energy and to make room for whatever new energy is coming in, whatever energy needs to be cleared out, whatever needs to be moved out of the way so we can receive this message. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you for this opportunity to be here today with these amazing people who I adore. Thank you for leading us into the right energy so we can facilitate forward movement. I felt led to use the map cards today and the Romance Angel cards today. Some of you will like that. Bear with me, even if you feel like, oh, it's a love reading, I'm going to click off. There is something for you as well. It's not always about romance. It has a lot to do with love, okay? A deep-rooted, deep-seated love. So, I'm going to have a shuffle. I feel like I should do the romance cards first. For some reason, it just feels like the right energy. There is some sort of light in the darkness is what I'm hearing in regards to this romantic energy. Romantic, again, meaning not just romance with a partner. Romancing yourself, okay? I was hearing Romancing the Stone. I think that was a movie way back with Michael Douglas. But romancing the stone, I feel like there are some of you who are interested in crystals, learning about crystals, and you may even be trying to manifest love using crystals. But I feel that they're very important for that, whoever that applies to. Let me just see what Spirit has to say here with this. Okay. I'm feeling in my throat. My throat feels closed up, kind of. Kind of like an interesting, like there has to be a conversation. And the reason why I said interesting is because there's going to be an interesting conversation between a couple of people, okay? And it feels like whatever that conversation is, it clears some space, some energy. Now, the romance angels could also represent, or the romance cards could also represent some of you who may have had some kind of falling out or disagreement with a loved one, or maybe it put a strain on your relationship. For a few of you, it could be a best friend and you miss each other. But this heart-to-heart conversation, you're ready now, is what Spirit is saying. You're ready. You're ready to have this conversation. And I think before you might have been afraid that the conversation was going to go in a bad direction, or maybe a direction that you weren't prepared for, or something that you didn't want to hear. But you're ready now. It feels very much like you are ready for this conversation, because you've been doing some work within yourself, and it feels like maybe I feel like the romance angels have been taken apart here, taking a part in doing their angelic healing within the both of you, okay? I don't know why, but for some of you, I feel like it's a crowd. It could be work. It feels like there's a group of people that are angry or upset about something. It could be that somebody is kind of rallying everybody together to rise up for something. It could be you have a grievance against work policies, or your manager, or something like that. But see, so this message is for everyone. There's something in it for everyone. All right, let's get into it and see what else we have here. My throat really feels closed up. Somebody has been keeping their mouth shut, and I see like a free flowing river. So somebody is going to be having a very productive conversation with someone else, okay? Now, if you have been in, like maybe you guys blocked each other, or maybe, it feels like maybe there was silence for a while, okay? But it also feels like now an opportunity has opened up to talk. So, the card that picked us just now is this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner that you seek. It feels to me like this heart-to-heart conversation, and here's a spoiler alert for some of you, okay? It feels like this conversation it leaves you feeling a high anticipation of good coming from this, okay? That's from this conversation, something, it's like let's clear this out of the way and heal it so we can move on, because I do want this future with you. And that's what this feels like. It feels like somebody wants to be part of your life, but it's necessary to have a conversation in order to facilitate positive change and forward movement, okay? it does feel very much like an enriching energy, some sort of, it almost might take you by surprise to find out that this other person is willing to try and to cooperate with some sort of healing that's happening over something that happened between you, okay? Bear with me. Wow, someone has to talk bad. I'm really feeling like you ever either when you're texting somebody and you just can't get it out fast enough, and you're typing really fast, you can't get it out, you can't hit send fast enough. That's what this feels like. My throat is so closed up right now. Like it's almost a strain to talk because it feels like somebody in your world is very stubborn or very it's hard for them to express their true feelings for fear of being too emotional. That's what this feels like. So however this applies to you, whether it's a romantic partner, whether it's a sibling, a friend, or whatever it is, there is an energy that's triggering a peaceful outcome, okay? No matter what happens, it's a peaceful outcome. And it's not, even if you have made a decision to leave or rise, they say, like the crowd that I saw, the crowd rising up against their company, there is a peaceful resolution with whatever issue you're having. So what I was seeing with that angry crowd is that whether or not they stay with the company or go, their voice needs to be heard, okay? And in a peaceful way, not violent, not shouting, angry, calling names, in a peaceful way. And once you've tried to facilitate peace in this, the door's open for something else, okay? Something, some more talks or more negotiations or more, whatever it is, okay? But I feel like this is long awaited and overdue. The talk has to happen for some of you, okay? And I'm hearing Sagittarius for some reason. It could be a Sagittarius in your life, or you could be a Sagittarius, or you could have Sagittarius in your chart. Or you could be sort of feeling like anxious, like this is an adventure, like this is, you want something new, you want something that isn't stalling out. That's what it feels like to me for some of you, okay? What else do we have, guys? Ooh, thank you. What do we have here? You gave me 3 cards. Okay. True love, guys, is coming in for you. For some of you, I feel like it could be a somebody who truly cares about your well-being. Somebody who is a like a Mother Teresa type, right? The kind of person that wants the very best for you. They will help you, and they will spend time helping you with something or supporting you. It feels like some of you who haven't received that kind of support before are receiving it. You're going to be receiving it very soon, like nowish. I do also feel that there is a loved one that has passed that is reaching out to you in that energy of love. And I feel it's a grandfatherly type, a male, a grandfather. I feel more like it's a grandfather than a father, but it could be a father. But this energy is reaching out to you to say, If I haven't said it enough, I'm saying it now. You are the light of my life. And I feel like this, whoever it was very hardworking, had callous hands or something. That's what I'm saying. And they are here to say, I'm with you. My hand is here for you to hold on to. I'm your support. And so if that applies to you, that's great. But that's what I see. It's a grandfatherly figure reaching out to you with love and support. Okay. And what I'm seeing here is this person was a very a larger person, like tall, very sturdy looking, and you may have even thought of him as hard, right? But I feel like whatever that was is not what he's trying to convey now. He's trying to convey love and support for you. Okay. What else, guys? Anything else? We'll get back to the romance cards in a bit, but this, like I said in the beginning, this message isn't just about dating and romance and marriage and all of that. This is about love in general, love, okay? Some of you are going to, like I said, some of you are going to be experiencing a profound realization about someone in your life. And it's the profound realization isn't something bad. It's good. Your feelings run deeper than you thought, okay? What I feel here, guys, in the energy of love and support is guidance. Somebody comes in to take you under their wing, or to kind of, what the visual I'm seeing is somebody coming to take your hand to lead you in the right direction, but you're looking back with, you're looking back is what I'm seeing here. And it almost feels like an angelic presence of somebody who is trying to help you move away from something that isn't good for you, or to move away from something, because that's where I see like the work part of this, where it feels like the end of your journey where you work, and you're not realizing that what's on the other side of that is something so much better. Okay? Anything else? Anything from our map cards, guys? Show me the way. End of suffering, huh? That's what I'm hearing. End of suffering. Somebody's been suffering and feeling pain, disappointment, discouragement. Somebody has been in a situation where they feel like it's like a void, like they can't see, like a white haze. They can't see anything on the other side of that haze except for their own current situation. But Spirit says the sun is going to wipe away that fog. The sun is going to wipe that away. It's going to burn it off. And you will be able to see. You will be able to realize that the timing of all of this was perfect to find your way out of where you were, okay? It feels very much like a long-lasting, deep, loving guidance. Now, it could be a romantic partner coming in for some of you, okay? Where you weren't ready before to have a loving partnership with somebody. What else, guides? But I do feel the Sagittarius energy very strong here, for some reason. And it feels like something's about to take off, to be more exciting, to be more joyful, to be more fun. Okay? Now listen. This card here, the listening card, came out. Number 53. That is actually 5 and 3 is 8, and 8 is an infinite number. It feels, to me, I feel like if you listen, you're going to hear messages. You're going to get messages. I feel like it could be from song. It could be from meditation. It could be when you're driving and you see something or you hear something and there is some sort of a divine message coming in for all of you, okay? And it feels like it's something is going to trigger a release of the hold that you've had on some sort of situation with someone. All right? It feels like this person could maybe reach out to you after you haven't talked for a little bit. That's why I feel my voice tight, because there's been sort of like stuff you've wanted to say or stuff they've wanted to say, but they haven't said it yet, but they're going to. And I feel like all you have to do is listen and do your part if you want to speak as well. But it just feels like listening is crucial right now, okay? Now, for some of you, it could be that someone wants to make peace, but this is for a few of you, that someone wants to make peace, but you part ways in peace. And there is no anger, resentment. It's a mutual separation, a mutual parting, okay? That's what I'm feeling too. And these messages can apply to anyone. Not everyone has the same message, but it does feel very much like this message is regarding romantic opportunities. There is a change. It feels like there's a change within that person. It feels like there's a change and a shift in the relationship, in the environment where you are. It is a metamorphosis of, it's a energy shift that, it's almost like someone has had some sort of enlightening, or where you didn't think there was love, there is love. There is love. And this metamorphosis, something is turning around to into a beautiful light, okay? That's what I feel with that energy. It could be that you're feeling, you're seeing changes within yourself. It does feel like that as well. You're seeing changes within yourself. You're feeling different about things. And it's positive for you. That's very much what this feels like. And I know a lot of you, you're wondering about money, job, existing, living, putting food on the table. But I just can't stress enough that in order for us to have success, right, we need to be happy within ourselves. We need to make our own happy. What makes you happy? Don't wait for someone else to determine your happiness. It's not possible. Your own happiness depends upon you, okay? And then all the other happy comes along because it's attracted to your happy. If that makes sense, okay? What else, guys? I feel like the soul cards are trying to tell us something as well. So let's take from there. Oh, goodness. One would be nice. Not the whole deck. Let's see. A romantic energy is sweeping through, is what I'm hearing. A romantic energy is sweeping through. Yeah. Now this card, it was my time to go. I feel like for those energies who are coming in to support you, it almost feels like they are trying to comfort someone who has felt abandoned. Okay, that's kind of the energy I'm feeling. Yeah. What else, guys? And the energy, the message that you're getting from someone who has departed, or even your own soul, is saying, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Oh, wait a minute. This card, it was time. It was my time to go. You're leaving something behind. That's what this feels like to me. You're leaving something behind. And I truly believe that whatever you're leaving behind, it is toxic energy. It is different conflicting beliefs. It could be a skewed perception of something. Someone is leaving all of that behind. Okay, that's what that feels like to me. What else, guys? I do want to tell you guys that it's hard to, it's one thing for someone to say, don't be afraid. And like Archangel Michael has a card in that deck that says, find your happiness now. Do not be afraid. It's hard to not be afraid sometimes, especially when you're still healing from codependency energy. And so it is hard when you get, you're afraid to approach a conversation with somebody that you love. It's a scary feeling because you're not sure which way it's going to go. It's a scary feeling because you're not sure how the energy is going to play out. You're not sure if it's going to be emotionally charged. The bottom line here is that Archangel Michael wants us to know that there is not a reason to fear. We are the biggest source of power besides your divine creator that we know. So there's no reason to fear having a conversation with someone for fear of what it might result in, leaving or whatever like that. But I truly believe with all my heart that the universe leads us in a direction that when we truly intend, we put our intentions out there and we know what we want, the universe will make that happen for us in conjunction with us, with our energy. And so, yeah, it's painful when something ends, but when the right energy is there and you are with the right person, or whatever situation you're in, it will work out the way it's supposed to. Okay? And of course, you're never ever alone. You're not. You might think you are. You might think, oh, I'm in the house I don't have anybody in my life. I'm by myself all the time. And I want to say this with love. It is your choice. It is your choice to stay alone. It is your choice to believe or not believe that you're worthy of love. It is your choice. And so, do you see what I'm saying about being a powerful being of light? You have the power. There's no reason to fear any conversation. What else? Oh, there's my Archangel Michael cards. Let me pull out a Archangel Michael card and see what he has to say to all of us, okay? I love the thought that we have this angelic big brother out there somewhere that protects us and is willing to help us shed, sort of cut those cords of doubt and uncertainty and fear and toxicity. Call upon your angels, because they are real and they are here to help you always. And I just feel like Archangel Michael is one of those angels that is like, that is like his soul mission, it feels sometimes to me personally, that he is here to protect and guide and encourage. I can't say enough about the angels and how I keep hearing prosperity. So I feel like our guides want us to feel prosperous. And that's part of feeling, achieving those intentions, achieving those manifestations, is to feel prosperous, to feel. You don't have to, I'm not saying live beyond your means and go out and buy a Maserati or something when you can only afford a car of lesser value. I don't know. But the feeling is there, right? To feel rich within your life, within yourself. Get into the practice of appreciating what you have, appreciating yourself, appreciating past relationships and what you've learned, appreciating things that you've done, or maybe you've taken a wrong step somewhere, but you've learned from it. Appreciate those things. Find that silver lining. That's what I feel Spirit is trying to say here. This is about love, romantic, sibling, family, self-love. This is about love. This message is all about loving yourself first. Because Archangel Michael says, take time in making this decision, okay? Take time. This is what I feel. I feel like Archangel Michael is saying, if you're the one that has the power, you're all powerful, why can't you take your time making some kind of decision, or experiencing, or kind of basking in what you've learned from something? So it feels very much like, take your time making this decision. Some of you may have a decision to make in regards to a relationship where the conversations come in, where the communication starts, where it begins. Take your time with this. There's no rush. There is no rush. Savor the goodness of what you have. Savor the goodness of what you hope for. Be in that energy of the opposite of lack. Be in that energy of abundance and prosperity. Be in that energy of wealth. You see, romantic love starts with you. And that energy of wealth is within you. I think what happens is we become so conditioned to our environment and our circumstances that we just think, I'm so used to this, I don't see a way out. I don't see more wealth coming. I don't see this. But I feel like Spirit is saying there's some sort of energy being triggered now to really ignite your self-love, to kickstart that manifestation, to bring in more money, to get a better job, to have wealth, to have nice things, because you deserve them. We're all tied into this interesting energy of abundance and prosperity that starts with love, right? We are all tied into these energies, but we don't fully grasp that. That's what I feel like. We don't fully understand. And so I know people that believe that because they have experienced lack their whole life, that's how it's going to always be. It's not. You need to prove something to yourself, and that is that you are a powerful being of light, and you have that power. You do. Let me tell you, I am the type of person that can be overwhelmed easily. Well, I shouldn't say easily, but I get overwhelmed, and then I can't seem to muster up the energy to delve into something, to get myself out of a situation, or to increase my wealth or whatever. And I see my head spins when I look at the internet, because if you look and you see people promoting make $5,000 a week or whatever, it just gets so overwhelming, because then you feel like you're failing yourself because you're trying new things. You want to try something new, but no, you can't quite do that because they want this much investment, or you try something that is recommended for extra money, right? But it's not taking off. And let me tell you something. I do tend to get discouraged when it comes to things like that, because it comes down to, we need to build up that confidence and strength within ourselves. It's right there for us to access. But I feel like because of the energy that's sort of beat down energy, it's harder to access. But Spirit says it's all right there for you. Why can't you just need to access it? Okay. This card just popped out. Use your imagination. You'll see the answer. Use your imagination. Think about what it is. Some people have vision boards. Think about what it is that you want. What do you want? Do you want this romance of a lifetime? And it feels like I said, because you've worked on yourself, that inner self-love comes through and attracts beautiful, healthy love, right? So what is it that you want? When you think of a manifestation, when you see something that within your visual, what it is that you want, it's there it's right there for you. This is what I want, and this is what I want to accomplish. And instead of saying, I want, I can and I will. And it's so important. It's like you have to align that energy, right? If you think something over and over and over again, it is a form of prayer. But do you believe it? Do you feel it within your heart? Yes, I can have this money. I know I'm destined for something more. Yes, I am. And regardless if that's something in your physical life or your spiritual life, I want a spiritual business. I want to open up a business where I help people with crystals, or I provide a space where people can do readings for people, or I am a mentor, a guide, a coach, a spiritual life coach. I feel like Spirit, like this energy here today, is that love that's within ourselves has to be ignited. It has to be ignited, or we can't take off successfully. Think about a rocket, right? A spaceship. Think about a rocket. If it just sits there, there's no ignition to it, it's not going to go anywhere, right? That's what it feels like with our energy. If we don't kickstart our own belief in ourselves, belief in our divine creator, belief in the universe, how are we going to go anywhere? And so it feels like Spirit is trying to say, love has to kickstart this journey for you instead of spinning your wheels. And I feel like a lot of you feel like it feels like you feel like you're spinning your wheels and you're not going anywhere. Make a commitment, is what Archangel Michael says. Make a commitment to yourself. If you think about it as if you're a parent, you want the very best for your children. You want them to be happy. You want them to feel safe. You want them to feel loved. You want them to have what they need. And maybe, who knows, when they're when they start caring about fads and trends and clothing and all that, you want them to have the best. You want them to look nice. This is what Spirit wants us to feel for ourselves. To have that commitment to ourselves, to move forward, to have the best, to live a good life. There's no reason why you can't. And it feels like this message today is, sorry for my voice, my throat is still closing up. I'm not sure why. I feel like it's, again, symbolic with the message that has to get out and some kind of conversation that is going to be between a couple people or a group of people, like I said. So Archangel Michael is saying, make that commitment. Find that love within yourself, okay? That love that breaks you away from everything, that releases you from the past, that releases you from one-way thinking, or feeling that you can't trust anyone because you've been hurt before. But make that commitment to yourself to make your life better, to have a good life, to be taken care of. There's nothing wrong with that. For someone to treat you, to pamper you, to take care of you. And there's nothing wrong with that. You've had a journey, and that journey up to now has been sometimes perilous, sometimes scary, sometimes it hasn't been the way you thought it would be or should be. But there's something that is coming through with a conversation, either with yourself, you're going to hear it from in meditation, a message, a dream, some loved one. It's something coming through, bottom line, to help you move into that greatest love of all, and that is yourself, okay? Because I'm not saying God isn't the greatest love of all, because that goes without saying, but there's an energy pushing you to come into your own beautiful self, okay? And Archangel Michael says, ask. Ask. All you have to do is ask. I do believe that our angels cannot act on something unless we ask first. We give permission. It goes along with that universal law, that free will. Okay? Ask. Your angels want to help you so much through this change, through this transition, through this talk with whoever you have to have a talk with, through this blossoming love, whether it's romantic, sibling, family, whatever it is, self-love. Your angels are here for you. And that energy of loved ones that have passed is here for you. There is a beautiful, big energy coming through with someone who has passed. Like I said, that larger than life grandfatherly type with the big hand reaching down to put his hand in yours, to put your hand in his. We're in this together. We're a team. And I feel like that, like I said, that energy is, I wish I had said that more when I was here. But I'm here now to lend this energy. Anything else? Yeah, focus on divine and perfect health, okay? So Archangel Michael is saying focus on good energy coming in. Focus on those. Why do you feel into this manifestation? Why are you wanting this? Is it out of love? Or is it whatever this manifestation is? Is it for status? Is it for someone else to admire you? Do you feel this is something that you want for you? Is this something that will make you happy? Is it something that will feed your soul? And so I feel like Archangel Michael's saying, look to the positive. When you manifest something, when you put it out there, don't do it in desperation. Do it out of love. I want this because it belongs with me, because this is who I am, because this is how I feel about myself, that I deserve this, that this is something that belongs with me. And it just feels like things fall into place when we can finally harness that feeling of belonging with something to manifest it, okay? What else, guides? Yeah, look at this. Eternal love. Eternal love. There is a partnership here that is coming into full bloom. There is a love, a mutual coming together, admitting of feelings or realizing feelings are deeper than you thought. Now this can apply in any part of your life, so think about that. It could be romantic. It could be forgiving each other for falling out. It could be a lighter energy moving through you. And it also is an indication of divine love, your divine creator. That beautiful love coming together with your own heart and soul to magnify the authentic you, that love that comes through. I'm telling you, and we all know, that the law of attraction, it's a thing. If you ever notice, if you wake up and you're just unsettled, you're not in a good mood, you're just feeling, you're grumpy, you go to work, you're going to attract grumpy. You're going to attract it. But when you wake up and you smile and you feel good, you hear a good song on the radio on the way to work, or you just, something makes you feel, you just wake up feeling great, and you want to feel great all day. So, do you ever notice that your joy, your smile radiates wherever you are? And for the most part, people react positively. And the environment changes, the feel of the environment. And so Spirit is saying, embrace and accept and love that eternal love is here for you. Eternal love. You are at the core of this love. Anything else before I go? Lean on your angels for support. It goes along with Archangel Michael saying, make that commitment. Ask for help. We're here for you. All you have to do is ask. It's my feeling that, yeah, our angels want us to ask them, to call upon them, because they can't just do something on behalf of you without you acknowledging and saying, yes, please. Yes, please. Help me turn this life into something magical. So what if you're thinking of a fairy tale life? So maybe you're thinking, I want the perfect partner. I want good health. I want wealth. I want to always be satisfied and happy and be able to pay my bills and then some and help others maybe. It feels very much like that is something you can make happen. And I'm sorry if you feel like you can't. You need more love in your life, and that starts with you. Is there anything else, guides, before I close this out? I'm sorry that, well, I'm not going to say I'm sorry, but it has taken 49 minutes now, 50 minutes, and it's been kind of a long reading. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for bearing with me, for being here today, and for listening to Spirit, and for feeling the energy of love, and knowing that it all starts with you. It all starts with you. You can do this. I'm going to try to put out more of those meditative videos to help you sort of, I'm going to be working on those, I think, this weekend and throughout the week. And to help us sort of come into that beautiful feeling of love for ourselves within ourselves, so we can attract more of that into our lives. So we can attract a better life. Okay? I'm not saying your life is crappy. I'm saying we deserve so much because we're beings of light. All right? Know this, love this, understand this, and appreciate this. I love all of you. Until next time, I can't wait to be with you again. Have a great weekend, a great week ahead, and I will be with you soon. Namaste.